Hi, Linus. Welcome to my channel. How are you? So, in today's session, we are going to discuss about Boyle's law. So, Boyle's law is one of the important gaseous law. So, where it is giving a relation between pressure, volume, and temperature. So, actually, all gaseous laws depends on pressure, volume, and temperature. We need to discuss regarding these three terms. So, these are the measurable properties of gases. Coming to the law, what it is defining, this law states that at a constant temperature. So in this case, what Boyle said, at constant temperature, okay. So for a given mass of gas, that means what mass of gas is also is fixed. Okay. So then he said that P is pressure is inversely proportional to volume. That means what with increasing pressure, if you increase the pressure, volume decreases. Volume decreases. Or if you increase volume, pressure decreases. Both are inversely proportional. Okay. So if we remove proportionality, let us keep a constant. P is equal to K over. That means PV is equal to K. So this is a Boyle's law. For example, we have a gas for a constant temperature for a given mass of gas, pressure is P1 and volume is V1. So then what is the gaseous law? Boyle's law here, P1 V1 is equal to K. So at given pressure P2 and volume V2, so what is the law? Boyle's law again, P2 V2 is equal to K. So both are equated to constant. So we can write simply as P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. So this we use to compare two different gases at two different pressures. Okay. Whenever pressure is changing, volume will also changes. So that's all the basic law regarding basic law, students. Now let us discuss about the graphs. So what kind of graphs we can get with the help of this relation. So first one, I'm going to discuss 4 graphs here. They may ask questions on those graphs. So let us see the first one, P versus V graph. Okay. So we are going to discuss about graphs now. Let us discuss the first one, P versus V. P versus 1 over V, students. So what is the relation here? We got a relation where P is equal to K by V. So that means it is how it is looking like, y is equal to mx, where slope c is equal to 0. Okay, so here see x is 1 over e. What I'm taking on y-axis? On y-axis is v. Y-axis what we are taking here? Instead of y, I'm going to write p. Okay, p. And what is x value here? 1 over v. So we can say here it's a straight line graph. So what graph you are going to get here? Straight line passing through origin. What is the slope value? Slope is equal to m value is k. Slope is equal to k. So this is the first one, students. Now let us discuss the second one. Second one, let us discuss P pressure versus volume. P versus V. Let us see how this graph will be. If you see this one, P is on y-axis and V is on x-axis I'm taking here. You are going to get a tangent graph. Where if you see this point where the pressure is high and the volume is low. Okay. And where if you take here, pressure is low, but the volume is high. Both are inversely. Again, the same law. So next, let us see the third graph. Third one. We are going to discuss about pressure versus V versus V, PV versus V or PV versus P. So you know that the multiple of pressure times V is always constant. So PV on y-axis and P or V, both are same, students. So I'm explaining in one graph. You can plot separately. So the volume and pressure will remain constant. PV value will always remain constant. Okay, even if you increase the pressure or volume, because if you increase the pressure, volume decreases. If you increase the volume, pressure decreases. Overall, so the graph will remain constant. Okay, like this. It is parallel to the x-axis, whatever the value you are taking. Okay, students. So that's the one more graph. Now let us discuss the fourth one. That is log P versus log V. What graph you are going to get? Here they may ask you question, what is the slope of log P versus log V graph? So they may ask very important questions, students. Now let's take the equation PV is equal to K, Boyle's law. So let us apply logarithm on both sides. Log P plus log V is equal to log K. Okay, log K. So now I want to write in y is equal to mx plus c form. So log P is equal to, I'm taking this term to the outside, log K minus log V. So you see now this is equal to y is equal to, this is c constant, c plus mx. Okay, so what I have to take in x-axis and y-axis? Not take a graph here. Plot a graph. Y place is log P. And in x-axis, I'm taking log V. So if you see this is negative value, so you're going to get a negative slope. What is the slope value here? Slope is m and its value is equal to -1. So slope value is equal to -1. So like this, then ask you questions related to the graphs. Now let us discuss a few important questions on Boyle's law, students. Okay, I'm going to the next slide. So questions on Boyle's law. Few model questions, okay? So I'm giving a graph here, question number 1, first one. So they gave you a graph, pressure versus 1 over V, and they gave 3 different graphs here, students, 3 different plots. Okay, you see, these are the plots. One, two, and so the temperatures of these graphs are T1, T2, T3. So now the question is, so which is the highest temperature? What is the temperature? And arrange this temperature in increasing or decreasing order. Okay, how can you solve this? So here what you have to do is, so we have a gas, ideal gas equation, student, that I'm going to explain later. Now let us take that equation. PV is equal to nRT. We know that PV is equal to K. Okay. So now can I equate K is equal to nRT? PV is equal to nRT, where let me take P is equal to nRT by V. That means P is equal to this in this form. So here it K is equal to directly proportional to nRT. Okay. So that means what? K values depending on, so you see N is constant, R is gaseous constant, this is also constant. So it is depending directly on temperature. So with increasing temperature, K value increases. That means its slope increase. K is nothing but your slope, right? So in this equation, slope is equal to K. P is equal to K by V. So this is in the form of Y is equal to mx. So that means m value here is K. So K value is equal to slope. Slope is depending on temperature. With increasing temperature, slope value increases, or slope increases means temperature increases. Now, based on this, you can see in this T, which is having higher slope, T1, followed by T2, followed by T3. So, whenever there increase in the slope, obviously there will be increase in the temperature value. So, what is the order now? Because here in Boyle's law, it is only giving the relation between pressure and volume. But you should be able to compare the temperature also, how the temperature changes. Remember students, these are the isotherms where on each particular line the temperature is constant at any point of this graph. But this is different graph, different isotherm. Where isotherm means where the temperature is constant. Here the temperature will be constant only on this line. But when you compare these two, definitely they used to have different temperatures. Understand? So that's why we could compare now. So what is the answer now? T1 is greater than, T2 is greater than T3. This is the correct answer. So hope you understood this question. Now let us go to the next question. One more question on Boyle's law. Second question. So they gave a gas. Okay, here in between there is a cork student. So when you want to, you can open this cork and it stops the flow of gas in both the bulbs. And here the gas is at 4 atmosphere pressure. Okay, and the volume of gas is 10 liters. And here the volume of gas is 10 liters. Okay, so when you just remove this one, so what pressure of the, so when it is open, so what pressure of the gas will be? So find the pressure of the gas here. So total pressure. Okay, here P1 is equal to 4 atmospheres and V1 is equal to 10 liters. P2 is equal to, you need to find out, and V2 is equal to, what is the V2? So V2 means when you open this. Okay, when you open this. So when you open this, here we have 10 liters, here we have 10 liters. Together becomes 20 liters. So is the formula now? What is the formula? P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. So substitute the values here. 4 times 10 is equal to 20 times P2. Okay, so that is equal to P2 is equal to, it goes in 2. So 2 atmosphere pressure. What is the answer here? 2 atmosphere. So in this way, when they gave you one value, you need to compare them with the help of this equation, and you can find, they may ask whether volume also or the pressure. Both are same students. You can find in this way. So next, one more question on this. We're going to discuss the third one and the last question, important question. So they gave again a graph here. Okay. P versus V. Okay, P versus V. Now, in this P versus V, they gave 3 graphs and they are saying the temperatures are T3, T2, and T1. So, arrange these temperatures and how the temperature values will be. Just compare them and arrange in a proper order. The same relation, students. Again, I'm going to take PV is equal to nRT. So, where PV is equal to K, we can say K is equivalent to nRT, or you can say both are constant. So, K is depending on temperature. Okay, so here, let us say at this point, the pressure value is, let us say this is P naught. Okay, here also P naught, here also P naught, here also P naught. At this temperature, sorry, at this pressure, if you see the volume, here the volume is, P naught is having less volume, and here it is having more, and here it is having furthermore. So that means what? Here the values are increasing from here to here, the volume is increasing. So that means we can say that T3 will be more because the volume is increasing. So obviously temperature also increases. T3 is greater than, T2 is greater than T1. So pressure is constant and the volume is increasing from T1 to T2, T2 to T3. How it will happen when the temperature only increases. So based on that, we can explain that T3 is greater than T2, which is greater than T1. So like this, they may ask any kind of question, you should be able to answer if you understand the concept and you know the basics of this basics law about Boyle's law. Okay, students. Hope you understood this concept. Definitely, it will help you in the exams. And if you got any doubts, please comment down below. And all the best. Bye.